Off to their best start in 4 years, Greensboro College men's lacrosse back at home today as they look to bounce back from their first loss of the year on the road against Bridgewater, and we'll talk about why that was not necessarily a bad thing for this team as today's game goes on. Hello, everyone. Kendrick Fruits here with you from Pride Field in Greensboro, North Carolina, as we get set for Greensboro College men's lacrosse on the Greensboro College Sports Network. As we just mentioned, the Pride coming in at 4-1 today, with a loss this past week at Bridgewater, taking on the Marymount University Saints, who come into today 2-2. The Saints, a member of the AEC. They're coming off a 10-4 victory against Shenandoah. Well, as they get the starting lineups read here and we get ready to go, we take a look at some of the big storylines for today. We mentioned just a moment ago, Greensboro College 4-1, best start since starting 4-1 back in 2021. That was a year where they actually won 6 of their first 7 and ended up going 10-3 in a little bit of an abbreviated season post-COVID that year. One of the things that is different about this year's Pride team, very strong offensively, this Greensboro College team. We'll talk a little bit about the record-setting pace that they are on this year as the afternoon goes on. But last time we saw them putting up a 27-4 victory against Averett here, 2 Fridays ago. As we meet the Marymount Saints, they are led offensively by number 18, Ian Fructuoso, with 10 goals and 3 assists, good for 13 points on the year. Santino Rosito also with 10 points this year, 6 goals and 4 assists. James Elko with 6 goals as well. Drew Bedard also. Quentin Solomon at the face-off X to get things started for the Pride. He will square off against Winston Horshaw. And Horshaw scoops it up and goes on the run. And it will be started by the Saints. James Doss, the sophomore. And now working around the offensive zone. Doss goes on the charge, trying to work his way around Palethorpe, and they work their way back behind GLE. Now a loose pass goes out of bounds in front of the Greensboro sideline. Both these teams have a common foe in Bridgewater this year. Greensboro lost 8-9. Marymount fell 8-11. Palethorpe scoops it up and goes into the attacking zone for the Pride. Sends it back out now to Seth Woods. Obviously a guy that we're going to be talking about quite a bit today. Guilford transfer has already made a strong offense even better in the early goings here this year. Justin Berry, not in his customary number 9, but just a single 9 on his uniform today. Specken back to DiMaggio Wilson, and now to Chaz Gilroy. Gilroy goes into the attacking zone, taking off right-hand side, trying to cut his way in. That one misses just to the right and goes out of bounds. In goal today for Marymount is Jacob Brooks, making his 5th start of the season. Save percentage of 59%. He is 2-2 with a 10.19 goals against average. Berry works his way inside and loses his footing. He was being checked there by Spencer Carfang, and a penalty is going to be called on a hold. That'll be Carfang coming into the box. We are just a little bit in here. Not quite 2 minutes deep. And Greensboro to resume possession. Back behind GLE, now working it out and around. This is Woods going to Gilroy. And another penalty is going to be called here on Marymount. Greensboro goes on the attack. Here's Woods. Woods out in front, slings it, and save made there by Brooks. Going straight on there was Seth Woods, but Brooks on the save. Now coming off this time is interference call on Matthew Mulkins. Now 2 in the box. 11 seconds still on the Carfang penalty. Berry to Mattoon, now back out. Wilson, Berry slings it, another save by Brooks, goes out of bounds. You don't want to be on the wrong end of a Justin Berry shot, but a good job there by Brooks. And the stoppage here. So some confusion there as a Marymount player was released from penalty. I don't guess he realized he was being called out to return. And so now the officials are going to have a conversation about it. But in goal for Greensboro today, as we continue to introduce you to today's lineup, it's Braden Mitchell. The transfer has had a fantastic start to his Greensboro career, 68.8% the save percentage, making his 5th start of the season. 6.53 the goals against average. And this is becoming a lengthy conversation as Carfang did not realize he had been released out of his penalty. There's a little bit of timekeeping going on here. We will step aside here for a moment, I think, as things are getting straightened out here. So we'll let them sort that out. We'll come back in in just a moment as the timekeeping is going to continue here. We'll get it all sorted out, and we'll get right back to action here on the Greensboro College Sports Network. So back in action following that little bit of confusion. A Greensboro shot no good. And back at it goes Marymount now. I think everybody is out of the box now, and we should be all square as far as penalty times go. Fructuoso with it and tries to work his way into the offensive zone. Spins around Colin Byrne, and they send it back behind GLE, now back out in front. Fructuoso with a pass to Daniel Brown. Now working their way down inside to James Elko. Back behind GLE to Rosito, now back out to Doss. Still no score, just over 3 minutes gone. And Doss goes on the run, trying to go left-hand side of the crease, has to send it back behind GLE. Good defense back behind the crease by Riley Taff. And back out again, Elko looking now for the first-year Brown. Good check there by Gallardi. Brown works his way inside. Pass goes errantly out of bounds. And Doss on the run slings this one out. There's a shot that goes wide by Elko and also out of bounds. William Cate scoops it up back behind GLE. Looking for a D cut there to Rosito. Greensboro cuts him off. Now a ground ball trying to be scooped up by LSM. Goes instead to the Pride. It's Colin Byrne. Quick stoppage here, and Greensboro ready to go again. Byrne, LSM, working his way past midfield, now trying to work into the offensive zone. Gives to Woods. And Woods will sling it to DiMaggio Wilson, who checks back in for the Pride. Wilson waiting for the rest of that offensive line to come out and join him. Chaz Gilroy with it now, works towards the far wing. Now to Justin Berry. Greensboro not really able to get a whole lot of penetration yet into the attacking zone here. There's Specken. Passes this back to Mattoon, can't hang on to it. He's got to scoop it up. Scrum for it back behind GLE. This one's going to be picked up by Woods. And Woods sends it back out to Berry. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. Wilson can't catch that pass cleanly. Chasing it down is Gilroy. Now 12 seconds. Pride have to get something going here. Gilroy on the run. And loses it. It's a turnover. Taken away by Marymount. On the run is Mulkins. And Elko will send this to Doss. Both teams with line changes here. Kurcheski playing catch on the near side, Fructuoso. Fructuoso with it just outside of the box near side. Now trying to work his way in, cuts around a defender. Tough angle shot there. And I don't even know if Mitchell got a piece of it. It will go out of bounds. 8:56 to go, still no score. Rosito to Elko. Elko jogging back behind goal line extended now. Trying to cut through a couple of defenders. Pass out in front. Big check there by Greensboro on William Cate. And the Pride will take over possession. Nick Scott. Pass looking to go all the way across to Crenshaw. And it'll be another turnover. Shot there by Elko. And I think that missed wide as well. Not sure if Mitchell got a paddle on it or not. Fructuoso out to Kercheski. Back out to James Doss just outside the attacking zone. Now to Kercheski again. Kercheski working around Gallardi. Now trying to get towards the near side. Slings this one out in front. Doss, that one a shot and a save just off the top of Mitchell's basket. Goes out of bounds. 7:52 still to play in the first quarter, looking for the game's first score. Riley Taft playing catch with the goalkeeper, Mitchell. Mitchell to the middle, looking for a cutting Palethorpe. Palethorpe is decked and going the other way with it is Spencer Carfang crossing midfield now. The LSM now into the attacking zone, far side. Carfang being picked up there by Palethorpe. He'll have to send it back out to Elko. Elko surveys the scene. We have a whistle. And a foul called there on Marymount. Greensboro will grab possession. 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Over halfway through quarter number one. Gilroy will start things here for the Pride, and then, of course, into the capable hands of Justin Berry. Berry working his way in. Shot there by Brooks, or by Berry. Brooks makes the save. Greensboro trying to apply some pressure here, but Marymount able to get into midfield. Stephen No working his way with that pass across to Braden Miller. Miller couldn't corral it and scooped up over there for Greensboro by Colin Henry, sends it back to Mitchell. Mitchell passing near side to Byrne, and Byrne with a long outlet pass to the far side was looking for Riley Taft, had it, lost it, regains it, gives it back to JB at midfield. Justin Berry will talk about his attempts to charge up the record books as the day goes on, but a timeout taken by Greensboro. A lot of action, but no scores to show for it. 5:45 to go first quarter. 0-0 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. .545 to go. First quarter, no score. Here as Greensboro College takes on Marymount here today. A busy day in Greensboro College athletics, or a busy weekend. Baseball is taking on Oglethorpe in a doubleheader today. Game number one is underway. Pride fell yesterday in the first game of the weekend series, 12-2. No score yet for baseball today. A lot going on in the USA South in terms of lacrosse. Still to come today. Actually, there's one game that's already well underway. Southwestern taking on Pfeiffer today in Meisenheimer. That was an 11 o'clock start time for that one. And Southwestern leading at 8-7 midway through the third quarter. Still to come today, Hendricks is at Huntington, and Averett travels to William Peace at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Greensboro with possession here, still looking for the first goal of today's game. Fonselis with it, trying to work just off to the side of the goal. He goes down, a scrum for it. Who comes out of there with possession? It's going to be Marymount. Here comes Mulkins. Mulkins trying to go coast to coast with it, now pulls up just inside the attacking zone and gives it to teammate Carfang. Passes far side. There's a shot and a save. Shot by Elko, saved by Mitchell. Now to Colin Byrne. LSM slings this one across, looking for Woods, intercepted. Sprinting the other way is Isaac Armlin. Elko with it now on the far wing. Rolls it on the ground, back out to Wyatt Labani. Labani back to Elko. Elko's been busy over there offensively, taking a lot of shots from the far side. Right now, he's missed on a couple attempts. He's taken 4 shots. Only one of them has been on goal. Mitchell is 2 for 2 in saves today. Elko slings this one in. Short range shot there by Labani. Might have been inside the crease there. Either way, Mitchell was there to make the stop. Opportunity the other way. There's a score. Greensboro College, the first goal of the game. And it was Alex Mattoon picking up the score. The junior from Hanover, Pennsylvania, gives the Pride a 1-0 advantage. Just a great job for Greensboro pushing the issue up there. Mattoon going all the way for his 22nd goal of the year. We'll talk a little bit about Greensboro offensively this year, still fighting for the loose ball. Greensboro's going to come out of the scrum with it. Here comes Justin Berry. Berry looking for Mattoon. Mattoon lost it. Greensboro's got 3 players this year already with 20 goals. Woods with 25, Mattoon with 22, and Justin Berry has 21. This is already more than Greensboro had last year. Only Berry and Mattoon, the only players to reach the 20-goal mark last year. When you look at who's coming up behind them, Gilroy with 9, DiMaggio Wilson with 10, so you think very likely they hit that mark as well. Good to see Greensboro's offense really come alive at the beginning portion of this year. We'll talk a little bit later about the pace of goal scoring for the Pride. Helps when you have 3 20-goal games to start your season. Krzyzewski bothered there by Palethorpe. Good check there from Will. And Greensboro will snag possession. Slung across to Palethorpe from Banser. Palethorpe now in the middle, was trying to look for a lane. Gives it to Berry instead. Berry trying to dodge. Sends this across. Wood shot. And a save by Brooks. Marymount coming the other way. It's Doss. Doss tripped up by Elko. There's a shot. There's a score. The equalizer. It was a laser from Otto. Kanye Otto ties this one at 1 with 2:14 to go first quarter. Otto, that is his second goal of the year. And another face-off coming. Horshaw and Solomon have both won one. Solomon a 65% winner this year. Horshaw's going to win this one. Sends this all the way back to the goalkeeper, Brooks, who slings it back midfield to Daniel Brown. Brown going up the far wing, being chased there by Solomon. That goes out of bounds. Greensboro possession. Final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Low-scoring affair, which would be 2 in a row for the Pride if things hold up this way. Byrne working into the attacking zone. The long pole now setting up to Woods. Woods far side, passing this one back behind the crease to Mattoon, now to Barry, who jogs back behind GLE. Being shadowed there by Carfang. Barry fakes going right, now will go left. Little check there from Carfang, another check. Barry trying to lower the shoulder, sends this one out to Gilroy. Gilroy trying to look in, goes low and scores! Chaz Gilroy works his way up to the front of the crease, goes down low, and Brooks can't get it. Gilroy connects on his 10th of the year. 2-1 Pride, and we head back to face-off X. Face-off, well, still loose. Nobody has possession now, scooped up by Marymount. Fructuoso trying to work around Solomon. Solomon missed on a check. Fructuoso shot right in front and saved there by Mitchell. I think he saved it with his leg. Pass out in front to Miller. Miller being checked there by Jack Steele. We've got a stoppage. And it's a turnover. Greensboro possession. There comes a flag. It's going to be on Marymount. Taft to Barry. Back to Mattoon. Back to Barry. Greensboro up by 1, looking for one more in the final 35 seconds of the first quarter. DiMaggio Wilson. Down to 20 seconds. Wilson back behind GLE. Surveying the scene, still 15 seconds. Greensboro's got to make something happen here. 10 seconds. Wilson looking for an outlet, trying to pass up front to Specken. Instead, it's intercepted. And a delay of game coming here on Fructuoso. 2.8 seconds left. So Fructuoso will get a 30-second delay of game. Final 2.8 pass to Wilson. Couldn't corral it. And that is how the first quarter will come to a close. 15 minutes in the books. And Greensboro leads it 2-1 here on the Greensboro College Sports Network.
I grew up on the Outer Banks, Manio, North Carolina. So the path to Greensboro College was a little bit of an unbeaten path. The same thing here. Like, I had never watched a sport. I don't know anything about cars. Taking an opportunity that comes out of nowhere, and it might not be the vision that you had for yourself, but you could make a mark. I think the records were kind of just a byproduct of who I wanted to become as a man.
Two to 1 your score after 15 minutes of play. Greensboro got on the board first with a goal from Mattoon. Marymount would tie it up on Otto's second of the year, and Greensboro would pick up a 2-1 advantage on Gilroy's 10th of the year. So Greensboro has now scored 101 goals this season. They came into today with 99, which puts them on pace for 336 goals this season. Just for the record for Greensboro College in terms of goals scored in a year, well, that's 223. So the Pride seem well on their way to shattering that record, which was set back in 2022. However, again, a low-scoring contest at Bridgewater last week, an 8-9 loss, and right now on pace for 8 goals today as well. What's been a tightly contested defensive battle so far. Looking at some of the numbers through one quarter, shots go 10-8 to Marymount. Shots on goal, though, 7-5 in favor of Greensboro. Mitchell has made 4 saves and allowed 1 goal. Brooks has made 5 saves and allowed 2. Faceoffs 3 out of 4 for Marymount. Greensboro is 9 of 11 on clears. Marymount 5 out of 6. Here we go for another meeting at Faceoff X between Horshaw and Solomon as we're ready to get the second quarter underway. Faceoff controlled by Horshaw. Horshaw on the run, Solomon chasing him. Now to Rosito. Rosito all the way back to midfield, sprinting towards the far wing. Bothered there by Taff. Now passes to Doss. Penalty time over for Fructuoso for that delay of game late in the first quarter. Kurcheski working far side, slings that one at an angle, and another save made by Mitchell. That's Mitchell's 5th save of the contest. Here's Palethorpe working far side on Kurcheski. Nice spin move to get a little bit of open space, but that time the check by Kurcheski. Palethorpe turns it over. In the attacking zone are the Saints. It's Braden Miller. Miller to Fructuoso, now cross near side to Doss. Doss and Fructuoso playing catch there, including Miller in it now. Now back behind GLE to Kurcheski. Kurcheski surveys the scene, 50 seconds left on the play clock, 5-0. Now Kurcheski on the run, sends this up top. Fructuoso with it, trying to get around Byrne. Pass in the middle to Doss, can't handle it cleanly. Greensboro with it. Check there on Banser, but still picked up by Gallardi. Greensboro goes on the run. There's a shot and a score. Justin Berry gets in the score column, and the Pride lead it 3-1. So Berry's first goal of the year, of the game, not his first goal of the year, 22 on the year for JB. And he now needs 2 goals to tie Davis Miller in 5th place all time and 3 to match Sean Callahan in 4th place. Goal coming at 13:02 in the second quarter. Fast-paced action here. Quentin Solomon wins the faceoff. Checked there, though, by Lasky. Ground ball. Solomon tried to clamp it, couldn't. Another check over here. It's Ben Cooper. Runs into a couple Greensboro defenders. Miller's going to come out of the crease and scoop it up. And a timeout taken here by Marymount. So timeout called. And we will step aside, 12:44 to go. And Greensboro leads it 3-1 on the Greensboro College Sports Network.
Greensboro College, to Greensboro College, to Greensboro College. To Greensboro College.
So based on when the timeout was called, Marymount still had possession. They played on for probably 3 or 4 seconds after the timeout was originally called, but the Saints with possession, and we are back underway. Fitzgerald to Labonte back near midfield, as Marymount now looking to make up a 2-goal deficit. Labonte running right side, now sends it back behind the crease to Rosito, now to Elko. Elko dogged there by Bonzer. Pass across to Berge. Excuse me, that's Labonte over there. And here comes Braden Miller. Miller looking for a cut. There's a shot in the score. William Cate. Great job cutting right across the face of Mitchell. Found an open spot just in front of the crease. And Marymount will cut the deficit to 1. Goal comes with 11:42 to go in the first half. So Marymount has cut it to 3-2. Both teams have scored once in the first 3.5 minutes of the second quarter. Fighting for the ground ball. Horschel will come away with it. Horshaw. Elko back to Rosito. Back to Elko playing catch across GLE. Elko walking up the sideline. You hear the wind in the microphone right now. It's just gotten exceptionally breezy here at Pride Field. Passed out of the attacking zone, back into midfield now. That's Doss. Doss goes on the run near side, now passes back to Rosito. Now an offensive opportunity. There's a shot, and that's going to go wide out of the stick of Fructuoso. .26 seconds left on the shot clock. Elko to Daniel Brown. 15 on the clock. Brown standing just shy of midfield. Now goes on the run, slings it over to Fructuoso up top. Fructuoso splits between a couple defenders, loses possession, and Greensboro's going to come out of the scrum with it. Taff with possession. Nope, didn't quite get to it all the way. And it will be a shot clock violation on Marymount. Greensboro never actually got possession out of that scrum, but now they have it as they cross midfield. Barry with possession up the far side. Carfang watching him. To Mattoon, now to Woods back behind the crease. Woods has an open DiMaggio Wilson right in front of the Greensboro sideline, now back up top again. Gilroy to Specken. Specken trying to find a corner on the right-hand side, sends it back out to Barry at the top of the zone. Now to Gilroy. Gilroy back up to DiMaggio Wilson. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Under 10 minutes to go first half. Wilson on the run, left-hand side, looking for help. Spin move there. Wilson slings this one, tough angle shot, and Brooks makes the save with the foot. Wilson tried to go high to low, and Brooks sticks his foot out there. Goes out of bounds off of Brooks. And And Woods with it after that little confrontation as far as whether or not the clock needed to be reset. They did set it back to 60. Ground ball scooped up by Wilson. Quick pass to Barry. Barry with a little separation. Slings it across. There's a shot by Mattoon and a save made by Brooks. It will go out of bounds. Brooks' pass almost intercepted by Woods. Ground ball goes out of bounds. .8:46 to go. And now another whistle. .8:46 to go. Another stoppage as the officials conferred amongst themselves again on the timing of a few things. The black and white stripes have not been on the same page today on timing. Oh, a couple of nice spin moves there from Carfang. Goes into the attacking zone for Marymount. Quick pass to Elko. Elko back outside the attacking zone to the midfielder. Attack Fructuoso with it. Now slings it to Doss, the midfielder. Doss to Elko, 40 seconds left. Rosito with it now to the far side. It's sent back out to Doss. Under 8 to go, first half rather, Pride up by 1. Doss, a little light check there from Palethorpe. 15 seconds left. Elko tries to work around Bonzer. There's a shot that goes wide. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Another shot clock violation there for Marymount. That's their second here of the second quarter. 7.5 to go. So Greensboro trying to build off what is now just a 1-goal lead. Mitchell slings this up to Palethorpe. Palethorpe being bothered there by Carfang. And now taken away by Rosito. Rosito to Elko. Gallardi tries to check him. Taft getting in on the action now as well. Daniel Brown. Turnover battle right now, 10 of them for Marymount, 9 for the Pride. Greensboro just turned it over right at midfield. Brown trying to work his way into the middle, now pass to Elko, a little bit too strong. Elko had to go and corral it. Fructuoso now passes back behind GLE, that's Rosito. Rosito tries to work his way around DiMaggio Wilson. Wilson with a couple of checks there. Now takes a swipe at it. Back out to Elko. Now up top, Fructuoso with it. Under 20 left on the shot clock. Fructuoso tries to work around Byrne. There's a shot as he falls down. Save made by Mitchell. Greensboro trying to clamp it down right in front of the crease, and it gets pushed back to Mitchell. Mitchell clears it out to Taft. Taft on the run. Taft, spin move. Had it, lost it, now has it again. Quick pass to Barry. Barry far side. Now up top to Byrne. Byrne is hit as he shoots, but Greensboro maintains possession. It's Barry with 66 left. 5.5 to go first half. Byrne was winding up for that shot. Good defense there for Marymount to not let him actually get the shot off. Justin Barry was there to clean things up for the Pride. Mattoon back to Barry. Greensboro sending out some offensive reinforcements here. Kyle Sandel with it right now to Woods. Woods backs outside the attacking zone. Used a little pick there from Sandals. Woods left-hand side into the middle and taken away. That pass intercepted by Mulkins. Sandel tries to check Mulkins, slings it down to Elko. There's a delayed penalty coming on the Pride. Miller playing catch over there with Fitzgerald. Now it's Miller. Still the delayed penalty to come. Miller working his way back to the crease. Tried a little no-look shot. That missed wide. Kate with it. Kate now working his way to the far side of the crease. Passes this out to Fitzgerald now with it. Playing catch with Miller. Miller back behind GLE. It's slung out across to Elko. Now up top to Rosito. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Rosito trying to fake out his defender, and I think Mitchell got a foot on it. He did. Hold coming here on Greensboro. And it's going to be Sandel picking up the hold penalty. .347 remaining. Penalties for Marymount, 3 for a minute and a half. Greensboro now with 2 penalties. 1 penalty for 30 seconds. Rosito back behind the crease. Back and forth with Fitzgerald. Now to Elko near side. Elko wanted to go right out in front. Instead has to send it out to Fructuoso. Now to Doss. Now to Fitzgerald. Lobs this one back behind the crease. Rosito near side. Elko. Marymount working their way in. There's a shot. Mitchell gets his net on it. Makes the save. Here's a shot and another save by Mitchell. Going high there was Kurcheski. Mitchell, long outlet pass, intercepted now by Kurcheski. Kurcheski goes on the run, slings it up top, Fructuoso. Fructuoso now to Rosito. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Rosito, near side, tries to spin around Crenshaw. Good defense there. We've said that a lot about Cedric, and another save by Mitchell. Crenshaw, of course, a star on the football team and getting it done defensively in lacrosse, too. Gallardi is hacked by Rosito. And Greensboro will grab possession. Sent out to Taft. Taft, a lot of open space as he runs into the attacking zone. Taft slings it to Barry. Barry down low. There's a shot to Woods. A quick touch, but Woods misfired. There's a penalty. A lot of quick passes right around the crease. Seth Woods couldn't connect on it. But great looks there for Greensboro, getting Brooks out of position. Interference called here on Spencer Carfang. That'll be his second 30-second violation of the game. 2:31 to go in the first half. So short 30 seconds here, man up for the Pride. Woods over far side to Gilroy. Content to pass it around the perimeter right now or the Pride. Mattoon in the middle. That shot or that pass was deflected, but DiMaggio Wilson comes away with it. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Woods, that pass knocked away. Barry turns and scores! Justin Barry. That's called knowing where you are in the attacking zone. Doesn't look at the net, catches the pass, turns and shoots. Second goal today for JB. And he is now tied with Ryan Kistner in fourth all time in man-up goals in Greensboro College history. JB's goal comes at 2:53. Horshaw. There's a shot. I think that got the side iron. As it bounced all the way outside of the attacking zone for the Saints. Still a loose ball going to the far wing. And scooped up there by Byrne. Feeds this up ahead to Barry, and it's off of Barry's stick. Justin Barry trying to chase it down, can't get to it. Minute 40 to go. Mulkins running up the far side. Fructuoso gives it to Labani. And another stoppage. And a timeout here for Marymount. Minute 25 to go. Greensboro leads at 4-2 on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Minute 25 to go in the first half. Greensboro with a 4-2 advantage, 2 goals from Justin Barry. To go with an assist for a total of 3 points. 2 assists for Guy Gallardi today. Chaz Gilroy and Alex Mattoon both with goals as well. For Marymount, goals from Otto and Kate and an assist from Labani. 85 seconds remain in the first half, 62 seconds on the shot clock. The Saints with possession. And Doss will jog this one back out. Marymount trying to create some traffic in front of the crease as Doss starts to jog in left-hand side. Fructuoso tried to cut a corner on Gallardi, couldn't do it. Now tries to work his way into the middle, turns and fires, and a shot made, saved by Mitchell. 12 saves for Braden Mitchell here in the first half. Now he's being bothered, slings this over to Gallardi. Ground ball, Greensboro's gonna cause it or commit a turnover in their own defensive zone. Yep, Fructuoso right out in front. And another ground ball right in front of the crease and score. Marymount scores, confusion in front of the net for the Pride. I'm not sure, was that Braden Miller? We'll see who they gave the goal to there. Goal scored by Rosito, Santino Rosito with the score. Makes it 4-3 with 27 seconds left in the first half. Rosito with his 7th goal of the year. Face-off won by Horshaw. There's a shot in the score. Oh, that wasn't Horshaw. The goal is by Ben Cooper, the senior. Cooper scores just seconds off after the face-off. Hobbling off now is Santino Rosito. Almost looked like he was injured in the celebration. But that ties this one up at 4 with 15 seconds left. Cooper, not the primary face-off guy. He's 17 of 29 this year, but he'll score his first of the year. Ground ball taken by Greensboro, but then Horshaw comes away with it. Closing seconds, Horshaw knocked down there. Greensboro trying to force a turnover. No, yeah, well, can't tell who had it there. Multiple players had it and lost it. Final seconds ticking off here. Now the officials will blow a whistle. And there's a shot as the first half comes to a close. Shot by Miller, save by Mitchell. So we have reached halftime, and basically we're exactly where we started. 4-4 your score. Greensboro College and Marymount. Winner to be decided in the second half of the Greensboro College Sports Network. Every college athlete has a story to tell, and at Greensboro College, we believe no one is better equipped to tell those stories than the athletes themselves. On the Getting to Know podcast, you'll hear the who, what, when, where, why, and how of each college athlete's journey to Greensboro and how they became a member of the Pride. We talk on and off the field, influences, hobbies, goals, and what it means to be a member of the Pride. It's all on the Getting to Know podcast on Spotify and YouTube.
You know, I just really felt like I was a person, you know, and they really cared about you, not only as like an athlete, but, you know, as an individual as well. And so that was one of the things that like led me here, honestly.
The Getting to Know podcast from Greensboro College Athletics. We are one Pride, and these are our stories. Halftime here in the Greensboro College Sports Network. We're all square at 4 with 30 minutes in the books. Here's a quick look at how the scoring went down in half number one. Greensboro College gets on the board first with a goal from Alex Mattoon to make it 1-0, but Marymount would tie it up on a goal from Otto to make it 1-1. Greensboro would take the lead at the end of the first quarter by a Chaz Gilroy score, making it 2-1. 3-1 Greensboro after Justin Berry had his first of the game. William Cate for Marymount, though, would tie it or would cut it to 1, 3-2 with a goal just a matter of a minute and a half or so later. Justin Berry on the man up would make it 4-2 Greensboro. Marymount would score twice in the final 20 seconds. Santino Rizito and Ben Cooper to make it 4-4 at the half. Taking a look at what else is going on around Greensboro College athletics today. Baseball all tied up with Oglethorpe 4-4. They're in the top of the fourth inning there. Mike Rinaldi hit his second home run of the year, and Evan Sykes has doubled twice to become the all-time leader in doubles in Greensboro College history, breaking a tie with Kevin Mong. That is now doubles number 44 and 45. Again, they're in the top of the fourth inning, all square at 4. We will step aside. We'll take a look at what else is going on around what else is going on around the USA South, we should say, when we come back. All tied at 4 here at Pride Field, though, on the Greensboro College Sports Network. Quick check at what's going on around the USA South. Southwestern and Pfeiffer got started earlier today. And that game should be final. We're waiting to get an updated score. Actually, they are in overtime right now, 12-12 in Meisenheimer. So that game not yet final, just underway. Hendricks at Huntington and Averett is at William Peace later this afternoon. We'll step aside for one last quick break. Second half action when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network.
I grew up on the Outer Banks, Manio, North Carolina. So the path to Greensboro College was a little bit of an unbeaten path. The same thing here. Like, I had never watched a sport. I don't know anything about cars. Taking an opportunity that comes out of nowhere, and it might not be the vision that you had for yourself, but you could make a mark. I think the records were kind of just a byproduct of who I wanted to become as a man.
As the second half about to get underway, we take a look at now at some of where the Greensboro College players stand in conference and national rankings. Quentin Solomon's 65% success rate from the face-off X, and he is first in the USA South, 44th nationally. Barry and Mattoon both third in the conference in goals per game. Seth Woods is number 1 at 5 goals a game. He is 11th nationally. But right now, Seth Woods, kept off of the scoreboard, has yet to find the back of the net in today's game. Braden Mitchell, first in the conference, 14th nationally in save percentage at 66.8%. That's going to go up today. He saved 12 out of 4, 75% right now. Still 30 more minutes to go, and a lot can change in that time frame. But for the time being, it is 4-4. And so whoever can gain an advantage here in the second half will come away with the win. Pride looking to go to 5-1. Marymount looking to go to 3-2. There's a long-range shot there and a save. Shot by Otto, was looking for his second of the contest. Greensboro going on the run here. It's Palethorpe. Defensive back on the football team passes this one up ahead. And a short-range pass there for the Pride from Crenshaw, was looking for Mattoon. Pass sailed a little bit high. If you're just joining us here in the second half, all tied at 4. Justin Berry, the only player on either side with multiple goals. He has 2. Speck into Woods. Back to Mattoon. Greensboro working around the edge. Back out to Barry. Coming out to see him is Carfang. Barry with a hop, skip, and a jump, working to the left. Quick pass there to Mattoon. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Now Woods. Woods getting a little bit of separation. Turns and fires that one in off of the face mask of Brooks. Brooks kind of surprised himself with that one. Now splits through a couple of defenders. And a long feed down the far wing to Mulkins. Now a pass to No. Now back behind GLE, and jogging out is Rosito. He looked a little shaken up late in the first half, so good to see him back out. Doss to Kercheski. Kercheski slings this one near side. Back to Kercheski now, and Doss. Still breezy here. Temperature approaching 70 degrees today. There's a low shot, and Mitchell again makes the save. Went down to his knees to block it and does. But yeah, the Mother Nature's been playing tricks with us. A couple warm days and a couple cold days. Right now, we're going to take advantage of the warmth, even with the bit of a breeze. Greensboro working this way in. There's a quick shot and a score. Justin Berry. Justin Berry catches high and just flips it down low for a hat trick, and Greensboro breaks his 4-4 tie. It's now 5-4. Quick pass there from Mattoon, and Justin Berry does the rest from the near side of the crease. Berry now 24 goals this year. And he has tied Davis Miller in 5th place all time in career goals. Needs just one more to tie Sean Callahan in 4th. Whistle coming just after the faceoff. Elko rolls this one on the ground, back to Doss. Doss plenty of space as he goes into the attacking zone. Elko pass up top intended for Brown, taken away by the Pride. Taft, long feed across to Zier. Zier with a long pole and slings it into the middle. Gallardi. Gallardi across to Woods. Woods looking for a cutting Gilroy. Pass incomplete though. There's a shot in the score. High shelf. Alex Mattoon. After the pass intended for Gilroy, Greensboro couldn't connect on it. Mattoon just went high in the upper right-hand, shooter's right-hand corner. And it is 6-4 Pride now, 11:52 to go third quarter. Marymount going on the run here after winning the faceoff. Low shot there. Mitchell scoops it up. Great job there. William Cate tried to cut the distance there and not give Mitchell a lot of reaction time, but Braden Mitchell still made the save. That is 15 saves for the Greensboro netminder today. Justin Berry goes across far side to Woods. Woods still looking to get in the score column. There's a dodge from Seth Woods, sends it back out to Berry. Berry whips that shot to Mattoon, shot in the score! Alex Mattoon hiding behind the net. And right when Berry wanted to shoot, everybody was at least anticipating that he would shoot. And he found Mattoon, who came sneaking around the post and put it home, 7-4. Mattoon has scored twice in 34 seconds. Another face-off coming. Ground ball scooped up. Well, thought it was scooped up by Daniel Brown, but he wasn't able to hang on to it. And Greensboro with possession. It's DiMaggio Wilson. Wilson up top to Gilroy. To Specken, to Berry, to Mattoon. Pride playing catch here. The first half they scored 4 goals. They've already scored 3 in the second half. 5 minutes almost in. Gilroy jogging back behind the net. Tries to get around one, now passes to Mattoon. Mattoon looking for help, finds Berry. Well tried to, pass too strong. And it's a Greensboro turnover as it goes back across midfield. Elko into the attacking zone, trying to wind up quick. Pass to Rosito shot, score. Much like a basketball player posters a goalkeeper, Rosito, who's not the biggest guy out there, jumped over Mitchell and deposits it in the back of the net. Second goal of the game for Rosito. 7-5 with 10:15 to go. All of a sudden, goals coming in a flurry. 3 goals in the last minute and a half. Still fighting for the ground ball, and it'll come away with the Pride. Kyle Sandel. Quick pass to Woods. Woods across to Berry. Berry's going to jog back out. Greensboro's lead is 2. Their largest lead of the game is 3. They've hit 3 twice. Gilroy backing up. And now takes off into the attacking zone, right-hand side, sends it back up to DiMaggio Wilson. Wilson trying to keep it away from the defender, Otto. Otto grabbed Wilson's stick and then ends up on the ground. Pass across to Woods, but it was off the mark, goes out of bounds, and it will be Marymount possession. Now, excuse me, Greensboro possession, it's Woods. Woods bumped, gives it out to Berry. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Gilroy tries to work around Mulkins. Gilroy still right-hand side. Tough angle shot, a save made by Brooks. Ground ball behind the net, scooped up by Brooks now. Brooks to Mulkins on the far wing. Bothered there by Woods. Now finds an outlet to Carfang. Byrne makes Carfang lose possession. That one rolling on the carpet. Carfang picks it back up. Burns is still hacking at him. Colin Byrne playing some tough defense there for the Pride. Byrne, the junior from Thurmont, Maryland. Now Rosito on the far side. Now they send it back behind GLE. Fructuoso gives this out to Doss. Doss trying to cut in on Mitchell's. That shot kicked, I think, off of Mitchell's foot. High in the air, back behind the net, and out of bounds. Rosito gave it a look. And Marymount maintains possession. Just 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Saints got to hurry. Rosito eaten up by the turf monster there. He slipped, now sends this one out. And was looking behind the net for Kate. Kate was not anticipating that pass, or at least that one so far off the mark. Kind of put his arms out saying, what's going on? Shot clock down to 3, delayed penalty on the Pride, and that is an expiration of the clock, but there is that penalty down. And Crenshaw, I believe, is going to be the guilty party. Delay of game for Cedric Crenshaw, 30 seconds. So 60 on the shot clock, 7 seconds to halfway in the third quarter. A whistle immediately once we get things going again. So some confusion there again. The officials had to reset the shot clock there. Officials said, though, it was their mistake. So a man-up chance here for the next, 7 seconds. There's a shot and a score. James Elko buries it past Mitchell. It is 7-6 now. Elko with his first goal of the game. Elko with 7 goals today, or with 7 goals on the year. Update from Meisenheimer. Pfeiffer wins it on a goal from Tiger Hopkins. That one goes 13-12 in overtime. And so the Pfeiffer Falcons improved to 4-2 this year. They're receiving votes in last week's poll. Sprinting up the far side was Isaac Armlin. Ground ball scooped up by Gallardi, looking now for Woods. Woods sends it ahead to Barry. Barry's got Mattoon back behind GLE if he wants him. Barry, nope, trying to do his own work close to the crease. Turns and scores! Wow! Justin Barry buries that one. I don't know if he saw the net at all. Had his back turned to Brooks most of the time and working some of that magic. 8-6 Greensboro. JB's 4th goal today. And he has tied Sean Callahan for 4th all-time at Greensboro College. Marymount wins the faceoff, and Barry's going to scoop it up, though. A bad pass for Marymount. Barry sends it across to Byrne up top. So Greensboro back to a 2-goal advantage, 6 minutes to go. Mattoon out to Barry. Barry slings this one up top to Specken, now across to Gilroy. Gilroy trying to work around Mulkins. Tripped up there is Woods. Somehow still has possession. Shot saved by Brooks. Loose ball going to be scooped up, though, by Specken. Or Specken almost did, but a whistle, a turnover. And it will be Marymount possession. So Barry now again tied with Callahan in fourth. 3 more to tie Will Bayer in third all time. He'll have his work cut out for him to catch numbers 1 and 2 before the end of his senior year. But the top 3, especially when you consider the fact that he started his career at Guilford, very, very impressive. Pass right across and whiffing on the shot. Austin Berge had it and lost it right in front of Mitchell. It was going to be a high percentage shot from Berge, and then as he started to wind up for the shot, he just missed or just dropped the ball. Gilroy passes this up ahead to Woods. Woods has no help whatsoever. And we'll wait for some reinforcements here. Mattoon to Specken. Now Greensboro backing out of the attacking zone. DiMaggio Wilson works on Lasky. Gets Lasky down on the ground. Wilson shoots and misses wide. A big windup for DiMaggio Wilson. Just couldn't connect. 4 minutes to go. Barry getting hacked there by Carfang. Barry, though, trying to pick that one back up. Carfang scoops it up. And he's dislodged from the ball. Jack Gillespie with it now. Hacked by Barry. No penalty. Marymount wants one. They don't get it. Up ahead now to McKay. Elko to Doss. Now back behind the net, it's Miller. Rosito back to Elko, back to Doss. Now to Kurcheski. Saints passing it around in a circle. Good move there. Fructuoso to Rosito. There's a shot. Mitchell goes down and gets that one. Sprawling save for Mitchell. Sends it out to Gallardi. Gallardi crossing midfield. He's hacked, loses the ball, hacked again, loses it again, and it's scooped up by Rosito. He's knocked down. And Byrne came away with it for a moment. That ball goes flailing up down the far side. Body's hitting the floor. 2:37 remain in the third quarter. The Pride lead is 2. Doss working towards the Greensboro sideline and passes it to Fructuoso, who slings it all the way down to Miller back behind GLE. Miller, other side to Rosito. Elko to Karcheski. Start of the fourth quarter, 8-7 Greensboro leads. And a face-off one here from Horshaw. Up ahead to Lasky. If you missed it a moment ago, Rosito with a goal for Marymount late in the third quarter. So 8-7 your score. Rosito across to Miller. Back behind GLE. Miller being dogged there by Banzer. Now back to Miller. Miller trying to cut the corner. Pass out to Fructuoso. Colin Byrne says, you're not finding the lane this way. Back to Miller. Miller bounces that one up over the net and out of bounds. "14 minutes to go. There's a shot and a score just underneath the crossbar. Matthew Kurcheski. Kurcheski ties this one up. It is 8-8. The freshman with his third of the year. And the wind again blowing everything around. Let's see what the numbers here are as Greensboro's Quentin Solomon comes out of that with the faceoff. Pass intended for Woods will go out of bounds. Marymount possession. It is 76 degrees here right now, which is phenomenal. Winds, it says about 10 miles an hour. Got to believe it's more than that, just based off of the field test here. Another stoppage. And I think Marymount getting a warning here. Coaches out on the field of play. Pass up ahead to Kurcheski, now sent right back to Doss. Doss sprinting down the middle to Miller. Miller's shot low, goes wide and out of bounds. 13-15 to go, and we're all tied again. These two teams cannot get away from each other today. Kurcheski jogs back outside the attacking zone. Bothered there by Gallardi. Works to the left. Slings this one back behind the crease. It's Miller. Miller goes up top, intercepted by Palethorpe. We've said that a lot during football season, but Will Palethorpe with an interception. He's now crossing what is midfield on the football field. The 50-yard line. Now they send it up ahead to Mattoon. Mattoon thought about trying to get a little aggressive around the far side of the crease. Now sends it back out to Barry. Speck into Wilson. Wilson to Woods. Hard to believe Seth Woods has not scored yet today. Just an incredible rate that he has started the season. 25 goals coming into today's game. I think if they could get him going in the final 12 minutes, probably spells a good result for the Pride. DiMaggio Wilson, under 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Wilson turns, slings it wide. Brooks will scoop it up. Brooks has made 8 saves. He's allowed 8 goals. Mitchell has made 17 saves. He has allowed 8 goals. Long run up ahead for Stephen No. Now out to Wyatt Labani. Labani passes to Miller. Miller marked there by Zaire. Elko back behind the crease. Rizito, then to Miller, now back out again. Wyatt Labani works around Colin Byrne, now back to Elko behind GLE. Elko slings this one across, looking for Rizito. That crossing pass would have had Mitchell out of position, but Rizito didn't catch it cleanly. Marymount maintains possession. It's Fitzgerald up top with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Fitzgerald looking for a little bit of space. Didn't take the shot there. The sideline wanted him to. Here comes Miller with 4, with 3. Good defense for Greensboro. Finally turns and fires, and another shot clock violation. I tell you what, there was an opportunity there for Fitzgerald, I believe it was. They wanted him to take that shot, and he didn't. Kind of backed out of a drive, and you saw some Marymount hands going up on the sideline. 10:15 to go. And that one all the way down and out of bounds. Marymount possession. Taff on the turnover. Long feed up ahead from Brooks. Catching his man in stride, that's Mulkins. Mulkins feeds this up ahead to Miller. Miller couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. A turnover on a wide open pass. You hate to see those as a coach. No pressure, and you can't complete the pass. Here's Palethorpe. Palethorpe getting around Miller now, crossing midfield, now passing into the attacking zone to Wilson. Wilson waiting for Greensboro to get set up. A couple of changes here. Specken back to Wilson. Under 10 minutes to go. Still tied at 8. 4-4 in the first half, 4-4 in the second half. This may come down to the very end. Wilson to Gilroy, now to Berry. Berry leading all scorers with 4 goals today. Rizito, the only one for Marymount with a multi-goal performance up to this point. Wilson working right, passes this across to Mattoon. Mattoon winds up, slings that one on a hop, and a nice save by Brooks. Brooks has made a couple of tough saves today. Here's a quick look in. Parker King. That was William Cate. Cate backs out of a drive, sends this further up to Mulkins, and now to Brown. Doss with it now to Kercheski. Kercheski back just inside the attacking zone to Doss, now playing catch around the perimeter of the box to Elko, now back behind. Cate with it now. Cate trying to get around Palethorpe, spin move to get a little separation. Elko couldn't catch the pass from one side of the crease to the other. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be GC ball. Taft to Mitchell. Mitchell to Palethorpe. Under 8 to go. Palethorpe able to muscle his way through a couple of checks there. Now it's Berry on the far wing. Mattoon to Woods. Woods trying to tiptoe up the baseline, now spinning. Now to Berry. Berry all the way across to Wilson. Wilson gets around one defender, close range shot, he leaps, he scores! DiMaggio Wilson breaks the tie here just past midway in the fourth quarter. Wilson's first of the game, his 11th of the year. Assist from Justin Berry. So JB has 7 points today. Loose ball, Crenshaw fighting for it, but it's going to be taken away by Otto. Kanye Otto, the LSM. And Marymount looking to mount another offensive attack. They put some pressure on the Pride here, especially late. Little stutter step there, Fructuoso. Underhand toss back to Krzyzewski. Fructuoso again. Almost lost his footing trying to get around Palethorpe. Now goes across and intercepted by Gallardi. Gallardi looking for an outlet pass. He finds Palethorpe. Palethorpe on the run. He's going to win that foot race. Where's he going to go? Barry to the far side. Barry, nice pass. Low shot goes wide. No, Brooks made the save. Barry with a fancy pass to Mattoon. Almost paid off for the Pride. Brooks goes out to Fructuoso. 6:15 to go. Greensboro's lead is 1. Quick pass right in front of the crease. Good defense there for Greensboro. Crenshaw runs into the would-be shooter. And Greensboro now an outlet pass up ahead. Mattoon looking for Barry. Barry tries to work his way around Armlin. Lost possession for a moment. Now it's going to be scooped up by Carfang. Carfang with it. Almost a dangerous breakaway for the Pride, but they could not get anything going. There is a timeout called by Marymount with 5:44 to play. Greensboro's lead is 1, 9-8 your score on the Greensboro College Sports Network. College athlete has a story to tell, and at Greensboro College we believe no one is better equipped to tell those stories than the athletes themselves. On the Getting to Know podcast, you'll hear the who, what, when, where, why, and how of each college athlete's journey to Greensboro and how they became a member of the Pride. We talk on and off the field, influences, hobbies, goals, and what it means to be a member of the Pride. It's all on the Getting to Know podcast on Spotify and YouTube.
You know, I just really felt like I was a person, you know, and they really cared about you, not only as like an athlete, but, you know, as an individual as well. And so that was one of the things that like led me here, honestly.
The Getting to Know podcast from Greensboro College Athletics. We are one Pride, and these are our stories. 5:44 to go in the fourth. Greensboro trying to hang on, leading it right now 9-8. Quick check on baseball really quickly. Top of the 6th inning. And we're actually heading to the bottom of the 6th. Greensboro leading at 7-4. 2-run home run by Alex Vasquez just a little bit ago. Gives the green and white a little bit of breathing room against the Flying Petrels. Marymount with possession. Elko trying to work around. Good defense there from Banzer. Tries to pass across and will roll out of bounds. Was looking for Kate. Greensboro possession. Stepping on the line was Marymount, and Greensboro with it. 5:06 to go. Insurance here for the Pride would be huge. Thing is, though, think about the way the first half ended. The Saints scored twice in the final 20 seconds. Good move. Palethorpe up ahead. Pass looking for Gilroy. Missed him, but Seth Woods was there to pick it up. Woods gets around one. Spin move to get around another. Loses the handle at the GLE. And a turnover. Armlin with it. 4:40 to play. Errant pass for Marymount right in the middle portion of the field. Byrne with it for Greensboro. Now to JV. Barry running down the far sideline. Berry still looking for help, flings this out to Wilson. DiMaggio Wilson at the mouth of the attacking zone, now jogging right. Now down to GLE and starts to circle behind the crease. Greensboro's offense trying to get into position here. Wilson gives everybody a moment, now continues to work one way, now the other. Just outside of the crease, still has possession, does DiMaggio Wilson. 25 seconds on the shot clock, now to Specken, now to Woods. Woods tries to work around Mulkins. Woods, low shot and scores! You weren't going to keep Seth Woods out of the score column forever today. Seth Woods finally finds the back of the net. Goal number 26 this year, his first of the day, and it's 10-8 Greensboro. 3:32 to play. That could be the insurance that Greensboro was waiting on. Face-off now coming between Solomon and Horshaw. Horshaw is 11 of 15 today. Been a tough day for Quentin Solomon at face-off X, just 4 out of 19. Horshaw a lot bigger than Solomon is. Horshaw won that one, now a whistle. As bodies were slamming into each other. It's going to be Greensboro possession. Horshaw not happy with that decision. And it'll be Marymount possession. I think Horshaw thought that they were taking possession away from the Saints when he was jumping up and down at the whistle. .3:10 to play. Shots 39-27 in favor of the Saints. You can expect that to ramp up here even more so. Close range shot and a score. Right, we say it, Ian Fructuoso with a close range score. Kind of a swim move to get around Palethorpe, and it bought him a little extra distance. In close range on Mitchell. And it's a one-point game again, 10-9, 2:56 left on the clock. Fructuoso's second goal of the game on his 10th shot. Another face-off won by Horshaw. Little check there from Solomon. Horshaw flings this one and intercepted by Greensboro. The Pride force a turnover. Mitchell long feed up ahead and fighting for the loose ball. It goes out of bounds. And it's Saints possession. 2:30 to play in a one-goal game. Brooks pass up ahead looking for Brown. Brown missed it. It goes out of bounds now off of Kate, who tried to save it. Greensboro will get it back with 2:20 to play. Burn to Berry. And stoppage here. And a timeout taken with 2:18 remaining. Greensboro with a 10-9 lead. Exciting finish here from Pride Field when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network. College athlete has a story to tell, and at Greensboro College we believe no one is better equipped to tell those stories than the athletes themselves. On the Getting to Know podcast, you'll hear the who, what, when, where, why, and how of each college athlete's journey to Greensboro and how they became a member of the Pride. We talk on and off the field, influences, hobbies, goals, and what it means to be a member of the Pride. It's all on the Getting to Know podcast on Spotify and YouTube.
You know, I just really felt like I was a person, you know, and they really cared about you, not only as like an athlete, but, you know, as an individual as well. And so that was one of the things that like led me here, honestly.
The Getting to Know podcast from Greensboro College Athletics. We are one Pride, and these are our stories. Final 2:18. Greensboro with a 1-goal lead, 10-9. Pride trying to get back in the win column after a loss against Bridgewater last week. The Pride are 3-0 at home this year. Greensboro can take it down to 1 minute if they bled off the entire shot clock here. Could be a dramatic final minute 45. Gilroy slings this across to Mattoon. Quick pass to Barry. Barry, quick dump to Wilson. Wilson splits between a few, trying to dodge. Spin move. DiMaggio Wilson turns in a big save by Brooks. But a rebound, and Seth Woods puts it home. The initial shot from Wilson blocked by Brooks, but he left a juicy rebound out in front of the crease, and Seth Woods on the score, and the Pride take an 11-9 lead. That could be a backbreaker here. Second goal for Woods, number 27 on the year. Ben Cooper back in the face-off X. He saw what he did, a scoop and score in the first half. Quick pass there, low shot there from Kate. I think he wanted to bounce it in. Instead, just kind of rolled a ground ball wide of the cage. Oko scoops it up, 1:26 to play. And the intensity wasn't ramped up already on the side of the Saints. It ramps up now, passing around the perimeter. There's a tough shot there from Krzyzewski. Mitchell, I think, might have deflected it. 1 minute, 6 seconds. Kate running in. Slings this one across now. Krzyzewski, bothered by Palethorpe. Slings this up top. Rosito. There's a shot and another big save by Mitchell. Rebound goes loose. Gallardi back to Mitchell. Mitchell long feed up ahead to Byrne. Byrne is trucked at midfield. And a whistle. Interference is going to be called on Marymount. Greensboro possession, 42 seconds left. Barry into the attacking zone. Now behind GLE. Barry on the run, 30 seconds. Greensboro just trying to burn as much time now as they can. Barry is hit hard on the sideline, goes out of bounds. And Marymount with possession, final 20 seconds. Barry almost takes it away. It's a loose ball scooped up by Specken. There's a whistle. Barry is slow to get up. Now he gets up. Once a penalty, now there's a late flag coming in. Let's see who this is on. It's a delay of game here. So delay of game called on Specken. With 13.7 left, it'll be Marymount possession. They'll need to score twice in 13 seconds. Quick pass to Rosito. Rosito to Doss, back to Rosito. They're wasting a lot of time. Turnover. Crenshaw up ahead to Palethorpe. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that will do it. The Saints go marching in, but the Pride go marching out with a victory here. 11-9 your final score. Greensboro College improves to 5-1 with a win today against the Saints. We'll step aside postgame when we come back on the Greensboro College Sports Network. College athlete has a story to tell, and at Greensboro College we believe no one is better equipped to tell those stories than the athletes themselves. On the Getting to Know podcast, you'll hear the who, what, when, where, why, and how of each college athlete's journey to Greensboro and how they became a member of the Pride. We talk on and off the field, influences, hobbies, goals, and what it means to be a member of the Pride. It's all on the Getting to Know podcast on Spotify and YouTube.
You know, I just really felt like I was a person, you know, and they really cared about you, not only as like an athlete, but, you know, as an individual as well. And so that was one of the things that like led me here, honestly.
The Getting to Know podcast from Greensboro College Athletics. We are one Pride, and these are our stories. Final score here on the Greensboro College Sports Network, the Pride with an 11-9 win over the Marymount Saints here on this Sunday afternoon. We'll take a look at the scoring breakdown and how everything came down today. Scoring summary is as follows. In the first period, a goal from Alex Mattoon made it 1-0 Greensboro. Kanye Otto would tie it up at 1, and about a minute and a half later, only to see Ches Gilroy score to give the Pride a 2-1 advantage at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Justin Berry gets on the board, 3-1 Greensboro, before William Cate would score 3-2. Greensboro would get it back, though, on a man-up goal from Justin Berry with 2:03 to play. In the final 20 seconds of the first half, Marymount scores twice. Santino Rosito and Ben Cooper immediately after the faceoff would make it 4-4 as we went into the break. 3 straight Greensboro goals to start the third quarter. Justin Berry, Alex Mattoon twice made it 7-4 before Marymount picked up 2 of their own. Rosito's second and James Elko on a man up made it 7-6 Pride. Justin Berry's hat trick completed at 6:36 to go in the third period, 8-6 Greensboro, and Ian Fructuoso would make it 8-7 at the end of the quarter. Matthew Kurcheski tied it up at 8 early, minute and a half or so into the fourth quarter. DiMaggio Wilson would score on the a really nifty shot to give Greensboro a 9-8 advantage, and then Seth Woods on a rebound, 10-8. Greensboro would lead by 2. Fructuoso's second goal of the game made it 10-9, and then with a minute and a half to go, Seth Woods, the icer, with a minute and a half to play. Greensboro wins it 11-9. Individually today, well, to look at some of the team numbers first. Shots go 43-29 in favor of Marymount. Shots on goal 28-23 for the Saints as well. Saints also win the ground ball count 42-30, and they win faceoffs today 20-4. Both teams committed 25 turnovers as well. Marymount 4 penalties for 2 minutes. Greensboro 3 penalties for a minute and a half. And individually now, goal scorers for Marymount: Rosito with 2, Fructuoso with 2, 1 each for Otto, Cate, Cooper, and Kurcheski. Assists today for Kurcheski, Lubani, and 3 for Elko. Elko also scored a goal as well. Ground ball leader today was Horshaw with 9. He was also 13 of 17 at Faceoff X today. Goalkeeper today was Brooks, who made 12 saves and allowed 11 goals. That's 52% on the save percentage. For Greensboro today, 4 goals for Justin Berry, 3 assists for Berry, 7 points. We'll talk about where he sits on the record chase when we come back, or when we're finished running all these stats. But also Mattoon with 3 goals today. 2 for Seth Woods that came in the fourth quarter. Gilroy and Wilson both with a goal as well. We mentioned the 3 assists for Berry, 2 for Gallardi, 1 for Mattoon, 1 for Specken, and 1 for Woods. Ground ball leader today was Byrne with 4, and Quentin Solomon was 4 of 22 from Faceoff X. Braden Mitchell, 19 saves today and just 9 goals allowed, 67.9%. So where does Justin Berry stand on the all-time list now in terms of goals and assists? Well, we'll tell you in terms of goals, he is now up in the tied for 4th with Sean Callahan, just 1 away from 3rd place. He is now one assist away from tying Nick Harness in 5th, and he is he is now all-time tied in 4th in career man-up goals, needs 1 to move up on that list as well. So a big day for Justin Berry, big day for the Pride, who improved to 5-1 on the season. They'll be back in action coming up here in 6 days. They'll play on the road Notre Dame of Maryland on the 6th of March, and then they'll also take on McDaniel, part of a Maryland swing on Friday and Saturday. Next home game for them will be their second USA South game all the way on March the 17th. So we won't see men's lax here at home again for about 2.5 weeks or so. So they left us with some good memories going into this 3-game road swing that they are about to go on. What's coming up for us on the Greensboro College Sports Network? We've got a fun one on Tuesday, March the 3rd. Baseball taking on number 2 Lynchburg in Asheboro at McCrary Park. A 12 o'clock first pitch. Hope you'll spend your lunchtime with us. We'll bring you the first pitch with pregame coming at 11:40. Then later that afternoon, Jayshawn Ayala will have the call. Women's lacrosse against West Virginia Wesleyan at 4 o'clock. Women's lax looking to break a 2-game skid. But that'll wrap everything up for us today. Quick check one more time on how baseball is faring in game number 1 of their doubleheader today at Oglethorpe. It's still 7-4 Pride. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Greensboro looking to advance, or to improve rather, to 7-1 with the win today. Men's lacrosse improves to 5-1 as Marymount will fall to 2-3. That'll wrap everything up here for us today. Again, our next broadcast, first pitch is noon on Tuesday as Greensboro takes on number 2 Lynchburg with a pregame show beginning at 11:40. Again, a big thank you today to all of our game day staff, our camera operator, Audrey Edwards of the women's soccer team. She did a fantastic job today. Big thanks to our director of sports information, Stephen Weidenhouse. And with that, I'm Kendrick Fruits wishing you a green and white good afternoon. This has been a presentation of Greensboro College Men's Lacrosse on the Greensboro College Sports Network.